everybody. Thank you again for coming out. My name is Alex Bregenzer. I'm with the Texas A&M Forest Service, working as a PIO on the Rolling Pines Fire here in Bastrop. I want to give you all a quick update on operations today. We are going to keep that acreage at 783 acres, and containment is still going to be 58%. We are hoping to update that containment number later this afternoon once we get more eyes on the fire, and we've had a chance to walk around and double check some of our containment lines. Speaking of those containment lines, they were tested last night with the frontal shift that came in and those biting winds, but those lines did hold. That is why, again, we're keeping that acreage at 783, and that containment is still the same. Again, those containment lines held due to the work that our crews did overnight in the cold. They continued to patrol, they continued to mop up, and the winds actually helped with some of the heavy woody debris that was down, that was still smoldering, helped reduce that smoke load that will happen over the next couple of days. Just so y'all are aware, the smoke will continue to be in the air for the next couple of days as we continue to work on this fire, but don't be alarmed if you do see smoke in the air. So speaking of the weather, we did want to talk a little bit about that and the weather concerns that we have today. The frontal passage again has passed through. We will continue to see winds out of the north and low temps. There is a possible chance of precipitation, whether that be snow, sleet, rain, over the next couple of hours, and that will help with our operations today. Operations, crews are going to continue to mitigate any heat sources that they find. We'll still be working on the south edge of the fire perimeter, working on that containment line, making sure that's holding. We're going to continue to patrol and mop up, again, removing those heat sources as needed. We also want to make sure that life safety is one of our highest priorities throughout this entire incident. Highway 21 is open to the public, but we want to make sure that citizens are being cautious while traveling through the area. Again, we will have emergency personnel and fire line personnel on scene and in the area today. So please, if you're driving through that area, utilize caution, drive safely. We want to make sure that everybody goes home at the end of the day. We're also going to have law enforcement in that area as well to make sure that laws are being followed and people are being safe. Personnel-wise, we do have around 190 to 200 personnel on this incident currently. We will have air resources available from Abilene, as well as Blackhawks that are taking standby position at Bergstrom. We will have an airplane overhead today, again, to monitor and give us some more data on how the fire is progressing and any sort of situations that are occurring there. Right now, I'll take any other questions y'all may have.
How much of the fire is still active?
So we're not seeing a whole lot of active fire behavior currently. A lot of it is smoldering, creeping, if anything. So very, very low fire activity right now.
And then are there any updates on the cause of the fire?
So that is still, again, being under investigation. And that's going to be following that Texas Parks and Wildlife Department investigation on that.
Can you tell us again a little bit of how the weather affected the fire?
So last night, so again, we did have that frontal shift come through. We were working, last night and last evening, this morning, on making sure that wind change didn't affect our southern containment line. So we had crews patrolling that area. We had last night we had widening of that containment line to make sure that, again, those fires weren't coming through. We were putting out any sort of heat sources near that line. So again, mitigating all the risks there. So that frontal shift didn't impact our containment lines, any sort of significant events. And again, that's something that we're looking for today. Again, this is a wind shift. We were having south winds. We're moving now to the north. So again, that's going to be a continued focus today, is maintaining that containment line to make sure that this weather event isn't impacting us other than just that cold biting wind.
What are some of the goals today?
So again, working on that containment line, making sure that, again, everybody's being safe. Life safety, again, is highest priority. We're going to try to, again, work on that southern containment line and then continue wrapping the fire and making sure that everybody's safe. Those lines are improved.
What can the citizens of Bastrop do to continue helping your team?
So we have received an outpouring of support from the community through food donations, water donations. Right now, we're going to urge everybody to try and kind of just hold still. We're working with the Office of Emergency Management to coordinate food donations for our firefighters. We have a significant amount of water currently, so we're not asking for any donations currently. But again, we do really appreciate the outpouring of support that's come from the community. Any other questions, comments? Awesome. Well, thank you all again for coming out. Again, I know it's really cold.
Can I just get your name and title, please?
Yes. So my name is Alex Bregenzer. I am a PIO working with the Texas A&M Forest Service on this incident, and my official title is Program Coordinator with the Texas A&M Forest Service.
What is your last name?
It is Bregenzer. Cool. Thank you all again.